Hello everybody, this is Miss C here again. I have another video for you today. The video is coming to you from an email question that I received from an individual with the initials NL. And NL wants to know, and I'm reading the question straight from the email, and NL wants to know, will Trump win in 2020? Now, I'm going to make the question just a tad bit more specific. I don't want there to be any ambiguity about what I'm asking. So I'm going to specify when, what in my question to the cards. So here we go. Before we get started, today is Saturday, June the 13th. And again, the question is from NL. And NL wants to know, will Donald Trump win the election for President of the United States in 2020? That is the question. So here we go. We're going to ask that question of the cards. Will Donald Trump win the election for President of the United States in 2020 is the question. Alright, not that good as well as I wanted. There we go, much better. Alright, we're going to use a 5-card spread here. Will Donald Trump win the election for President of the United States in 2020? Alright, let's see what the cards say. I'm hoping we can get an answer, but if we don't, we'll keep trying. Alright, the first card. Okay. Well, first of all, let me make sure you can see the cards here. All right. So here we go. So first of all, at the center of the question is the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is a card that says, I don't care who I step on. I'm going to win at any cost. And as you can see here, he has taken, this person in the card here has taken 3 swords. So you know he has something that does not belong to him. He only has 2 hands. And if you go to battle, you're not going to have 3 swords at one time. And also you see these individuals here who have turned their backs on him, which can represent that some underhanded things were gone. And you can also see that they're slumped over, that they are disappointed. And also there's 2 swords on the ground around this image here. So at the center of this thing, in correlation to the question, is he will be fighting to win at any cost, which means that he could potentially cheat, do whatever. His goal is to win. So he wants to win, but let's see. All right. All right. So we're going to start with the top 2 cards here. This is generally a card of speedy communications or some speedy action. Wands are desires, wands are creativity, so they are fastly trying to come up with some creative way to get to that end. So they are feverishly working on that. And the they, I don't know. We didn't ask that question. But whoever is surrounding him is working quickly, trying to salvage his potential to win. But also, this is a card of sorrow, betrayal, by the three swords going through the heart. This is sadness, betrayal. So I think, based on what I'm looking at so far, is that he will be betrayed. Now here is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is, it's done, it's over, stick a fork in it. And as you can see, this person has many knives stuck in it. So, and also here you see this is the benediction symbol, meaning it's over, it's done. And you look at the position of the swords, that also indicates to you that every major artery or position in the human body that could sustain life has been punctured by one of these swords. So this is a card of it's over. And here, and at the bottom of the thing here, is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be chaos, it can be bickering, it could be fighting, but not like fighting to the death. But it's bickering, fighting, chaos going on. So here's what I can say, my interpretation, and might I remind people that this, all of you that are listening, that this is for entertainment purposes only. This is my opinion, my interpretation of the tarot. So, based on what I see here, is at the crown or the head of this thing, which generally speaking can mean what is going on right now or what is getting ready to happen. So they are quickly trying to work out some kind of deal where he can potentially win. Also, we have here betrayal and sadness at the top of this thing. So he is not going to be pleased. So then we have the heart of the matter here, which is the Five of Wands. He doesn't care. He's sad. They're working feverishly, but he's going to do whatever he has to do. He's going to win at any cost. So he's fighting. He's trying to pull some strings to win. Okay, we were here and we were discussing the Five of Wands, which is what we have in the last position, which is this is what the end of his presidency will be like. Because it is clear from the previous card that it's done. And this picture says it well. Ten of Swords, that his presidency is done. But at the center of all of this is the Five of Swords. Now we have quite a bit of swords here, which means there is a lot of communication going on about how to salvage his presidency. Swords are, of course, communication. And they are trying to change the narrative of things. They are, because there is nothing but swords and wands here. Wands are desires, creativity. These two cards are wands. There is fast desires and creativity. They are quickly trying to come up with creative ways to salvage his presidency. But at the end of the day, their creativity is going to cause conflict, bickering. They will contest. This card tells me that they will contest the presidency at the end. But again, as I said, there are swords here in between. So you've got betrayal, sorrow here, because they will be sad, and betrayal potentially from his own people, betrayal from his own people possibly here. And at the center, again, we have win it at any cost. He doesn't care. He'd blow up the whole planet, or they, because he doesn't have that much power or knowledge of how the government and how the world works anyway, because all he ever cared about was himself. So, and this shows you here that all he cares about is what he wants. But this card here clearly tells me that no, he will not win. But at the same time, this card here tells me that they will either cheat. Well, I won't say either. They are going to cheat. As indicated here, this is betrayal. So they are going to try to cheat to win, because again, this card is win at any cost. And that is at the center of the whole thing. So here we have the Five of Wands. At the end of the day, when it's all over, they will be contesting the race. They will be opposing whatever is said, and there will definitely be bickering and chaos. How long that will go on, I don't know. I haven't looked at that. But in answer to your question, I do not believe, based on what I'm seeing here in the cards, I do not believe that he will win in 2020. So in L, there is the answer to your question about will Donald Trump win the presidency for the United States in 2020. And from what I can see is no, he will not win, but that does not mean that they will not try to steal it or cheat to take the election, because that is clear by the Three of Swords, and it is clear by the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So there you go. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful to you, and have a great and enlightened day.